is all about you guys, your journey in music, how you got to where you are now. I know a lot of most of the bands rejoined when you guys restarted up in 2010, but I don't know if you mind talking a little bit about the earlier formation of Orgy, and then.
I mean, I did. I don't. I mean, there's a new lineup. I don't know really what they're. Oh yeah, but ask away. Whatever you want.
Well, basically, I just want to know, like, so, because the whole thing is about you guys and how you got into music. So Jay, tell me, like, where were you born and raised in LA?
Well, no, but my dad was always, here since I was like 2, back and forth between San Francisco and LA. So I kind of was always here, like back and forth between the Bay Area and Los Angeles.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm from San Diego. I lived in the Bay for a minute too.
Oh yeah. I mean, I love it. It's my home, but I just get really bored up there, and I don't know. It's like no fun, like for me.
Sure.
Like it's a great place. It's like it's such a nice city, and the air is like way better and things like that, But I can do a little bit of smog for like the other things, the other benefits. It's the benefits outweigh your health and all that other kind of stuff. So yeah, no.
Sure.
But I like it here better. The weather's nice and things like that. So
totally. And how did
Charlie said he's logging on? By the way, he should be logging on in a second.
Okay, cool. I guess my next question for you would be how did you get into music?
Well, my dad was always in the music business, and I knew that I wanted to do something in it, so I went to like audio engineering school. Because my mom was like, at least do something where if you want to work in the music industry, like I wasn't even thinking about being in bands so much, maybe like producing things and like, because I was always so into the way things sounded and stuff. So I went to this audio engineering school that is now totally closed down. And like, I think there was like the year that I went, and it was just tanked after that. Like it wasn't the best program. Like I kind of aced it though, because there really was nothing to it. And it's like I grew up in studios, so I should know how to do certain things. And the teachers would always be so impressed, like, oh wow, you can really do this. And I'm like, bro, this is like runner shit. Like I don't even know.
I've been doing this for years.
Yeah, you can make a cup of coffee now. You know what I mean? Like it was just
wow.
It would be like lame stuff. Like I don't know, like take the parts of the song and like make it intro. Name them, like the intro, like the chorus.
Like very like, basic stuff.
Like, wow, really? This is what I came here for? Like,
this is what I paid all this money for?
Yeah. And then it would have like, it wouldn't even be like a real board or anything like that. It would be like they would have like these little boxes with like LED lights in them or something. You would just like, they would tell you to punch in, at the beginning of a verse and then punch out. Like we're thinking tape machines here.
Sure.
Like, yeah, and they didn't even have one. They did have a tape locator that they could plug in, like, so it would be like you would so back in the old days when we used to make records on 2-inch tape, they have this big thing. It's like the transport that you stop, play, rewind, and all that kind of stuff. And then there was this like little keypad that had numbers on it. You could go to the intro of the song by hitting 001. You would make these little markers.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
And you'd have to write it on paper so you knew where your markers were. It's not like a computer where they're right there in front of you and stuff like that. Thank God for technology. I can
tell you. CARLTON's here. How are you, man?
What's up? Hey, Martin.
Hey, I'm gonna get my drink out of the other room. What's up, Carly?
How are you?
How's it going, man? Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you doing this today.
Yeah, no problem. How are you?
I'm great. I was telling Martin and Jay, this is about you guys and your journey in music. We'll talk about and the new record and how you guys got to where you are now. And what I know Martin's in Hungary, so I want to know like how this song kind of came together, especially with the pandemic and all that other nonsense that's been going on over the course of the past year. So yeah. Jay's kind of started. He's kind of telling us, his
how my school
sucks. Yeah, well, you said I'm just curious. Your dad was in the industry. Was he a producer? Like I don't know. Like how was he in the music industry?
He would produce stuff. Like he was more like on the management side. With my godfather is Sly Stone, so he would like manage him, Tower of Power.
Oh wow.
things like that back in the day. A lot of like VERESS stuff, and that's where I learned all the stuff I learned in the studios was during those times with my dad.
Sure.
And then after that, like I just wanted to do like rock stuff, and so I came to LA.
Okay. Well, what was the first instrument you learned to play?
I still don't know really. Not. I mean, I play a little bit of everything.
Right. Okay.
First one was like probably guitar, and then my dad bought me like a drum set, but like it was way too loud for everybody, and it was just like fuck off.
I know the feeling. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, right. Like, so and then I kept it around for as long as I could, and I would haul it around at different places I would ever lived and whatever, and finally I just gave up on that, and then just kind of I still suck, so there you go.
You just started singing? Because I mean, obviously
I was singing, because there's nothing. I was like, well, I've tried everything. I play bass a lot. That's one of my things. But so does CARLTON. And then, he's really good. So yeah, we just kind of fight over who's going to play bass on the new song. No fight. We do
fight like who's going to do
He's
it.
At his house, he'll do he'll do a section. I'll do a section. Like totally two different bass tones, and we're like, yeah, this is cool.
I love that. I love it. Okay, well, let's go over to you, Martin. So you're in Hungary currently. Is that where you were born and raised?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Talk to me about that a little bit.
I moved to LA in 2017 with a pair of sticks and my backpack only.
Cool. When you coming back, I think is what. I'm just playing.
One really wants to know.
I'm coming back as soon as possible. I haven't got my vaccination.
Love that answer. Perfect. That says a lot. He's like, I'm coming back as soon as possible. Okay, great. We miss you, Martin. We need to get you over here, bro. I'm gonna start playing drums on everything if you don't get your ass back here.
Oh,
and we don't need that.
That's incentive right there.
I miss you guys too.
I like that art behind your head, Martin. I like that piece of art behind your head.
Cool.
Yeah. Martin obviously set up for this. Like, he set up for this. Nice. Is that your parents' house, Martin?
No, it's an apartment I just got before Christmas.
Wait, you just got an apartment? You're supposed to come here.
That means he's not coming anytime soon, guys.
That's life in Hungary, bro. Like he's not hungry in Hungary. I see. He's like doing a lot of lessons, buying artwork and shit.
Having his own apartment. All right, so drums. Is that where you started with music?
I started on the piano when I was very little, because obviously the same reasons why Jay's parents didn't want him to play drums. It's very loud and big and noisy and stuff. But I started playing drums in high school. I just kind of got this itchy feeling again, like I did when I was a child, to play drums, and my parents just suddenly let me to try it, and it turned out I was pretty talented, and that was the only thing I wanted to do on my own, which they didn't.
Did you just call yourself talented? The ego on this guy is just fucking astronomical. It's like, turns out it was pretty fucking good, huh?
Sometimes you need that, though.
Just fucking with you, Martin.
So you went from piano to drums then?
He's a fucking sick-ass drummer, bro. He's really good.
Oh, I love the new song, and I can tell.
Some of those videos he puts up are just not, I don't understand, but like it's great. I mean, he's obviously a great drummer, but like it's like some of them I just was like, God, bro, like somebody just needs to mic your kit and just, let's do these right, because you're so dope. Like, I mean, he really is. But, I rip off all the little licks I can from him, like he did this snare thing where he's explaining snare rolls or something like that. And I'm like still working on that. And it's been like, I don't know, 6 months or something. I'm right there.
I've been secretly taking lessons from him. Your little tutorials, I'll like try those and I'll be like,
yeah.
Like good with like a 5-1 was like 1, 2, 3.
But Martin, whatever Carly learns, like almost doesn't count, because like where he's sitting right now, you're not sitting on your drum kit, but like, oh my God, talk about a mind fuck. He's got like, he plays it like your hi-hats on the right side, right? But like
it's like it's a hybrid
so as a left-handed guy would have it, your hi-hat would be on the right side, right? Where ours is like over here, Carly's is over here, but but he's a left-handed guy and he hits the hi-hat with his right hand. Like that I do not understand.
Yeah, that is because if you're a lefty, wouldn't you play open-handed on the hi-hat? You would.
Yeah,
you would just play like if you're right-handed, you play like this. I would figure if you're left-handed, you're gonna play like this. But he plays it like that with his right hand. So what's the point of having it on the right hand if you just have it on the? You just leave it where we can play it because.
Yeah, that's just
the right hand.
The whole point is,
I think it's Martin. I think
my left foot.
I think it's how he crosses his hands. Like he doesn't cross. He wants to go like this. He wants to look like, I don't know, Tommy Lee or something. So, but that's like a ride symbol that you're technically emulating. But then,
or maybe he doesn't want anyone to jump on his kick because then they wouldn't know how to play it.
That's probably closer to the truth. And Carly, tell him how you do your. Tell Martin how you do your. What is that? You put one pedal on one side of what?
Yeah, I have like my hi-hat pedal is like on my right here, but it's inside of the slave kick pedal. So it's like
I can't even wrap my head around it. Like it's like I want to hit it with my knee. I want to be like down on one knee. Like, I don't know. Like it's so weird. Martin, you
don't understand. Like I'm weird like that anyway. It's like I'll throw a football left-handed, but then I play guitar or right-handed. So I'm all like
weird. For sure, I'll give you that.
You're definitely
good guitar player though, and like no complaints. We're really happy on some of this newer stuff we're working on, especially like it's really really good. So
yeah,
we keep him around for his skills, like it's what he can do, not what is beyond even my comprehension. That shit is crazy. But when you get to his house, like when you come into town, just go straight to Carly's and play his drum kit, just because you would realize why I'm making such a big deal of it. It's the most.
He'll sit down and then just get right back up and be like, "That's retarded."
I can't. I want to play it so bad because it's so cool. It's like all like dope setup and everything. Like he's got all this extra stuff for it, and I'm like, this looks like something I want to fuck with. And I get over there and I'm just like, nope. Can't even think about it.
Nope.
The consensus of everyone that sits down, but that's how I feel sitting down at a normal setup.
Did you pick up drums first too, as well, or
no?
Was that
I've been using this pandemic time to try to learn drums.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mm-hmm. So
where were you born and raised?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Charlotte, North Carolina. And what guitar first instrument you learned?
Triangle.
Triangle.
That's the sickest instrument ever,
how long did you play triangle for?
Like an hour.
Okay.
He's like, yeah, it was distorted. So, yeah. I played distorted triangle.
And after triangle, was that the guitar?
Yeah, I mean, I actually played like trumpet, like in school, like high school band and stuff. But
oh, really? Like marching band?
Yeah, I did that like 1 year, but that was ridiculous. I
can see you doing that, bro. Like little trumpet, like in between guitar solos and shit.
Trumpet's hard as hell. But yeah, I mean, guitar really, that's like when I really got into stuff.
Okay. And then when did you are you in Los Angeles right now?
Yeah.
Okay. How long, like you were in bands and stuff in North Carolina before you moved to Los Angeles?
Yeah. Like in high school, I had my pretty much a glam metal band.
Okay. And what took you to LA?
What would you call it, bro?
I don't even know.
Was it like
there was a couple
different starlets? Like what was it? Come on, give me a name, bro.
Did you have the big hair going like the other guys?
It wasn't like
like rock rubble thrill cycle.
That's in here. It can't be that big.
Rock rubble thrill cycle, like some some left-handed name.
Well, what took you out to LA? Was it music?
Well, yeah. I mean, as soon as I was able to, moved out to LA because Charlotte's not really a town for, following your musical pursuits. It's more of like if you want to be a banker, it's a great town.
Oh, okay. When did you move to?
I really want to move there.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Jay wants to be a banker. He's like, wait, there's banking there? Okay.
2 days that he's been there, he's had a ball.
Yeah, it's fun. I've had fun there. I mean, I guess. I mean, there's a lot of like NASA. I'm sorry, NASCAR going on. NASA.
Yeah.
There's a lot of NASCAR stuff going on there. It's it's a good old town. You know what I mean? Like it's like
yeah. There's a lot of that stuff.
Sure. Sure.
yeah.
Did you move to LA with a band or just move to try to pursue
Moved down
something?
here with my boy Ashburn, who played in Orgy for a bit as well.
I thought I was gonna say with just the clothes on my back and like my guitar.
Sure.
I just
and like
whatever I could fit in my my Celica at the time. So not that much.
And you guys just drove cross country? Did you come together?
Yeah.
Okay. And
we spent like a week driving out here.
Did you come because you knew Jay and the
asking
Orgy
you
thing, or no?
if Ashburn is your boyfriend, basically.
No.
Yeah. And I met Jay like, I don't know, maybe 2.5, 3 years after I moved out here.
Okay. And how did you guys meet?
Like, I used to run, pick him up cigarettes at the studio.
Oh, really? You met him at the studio?
I was a runner at NRG studio.
I gotta get Lou off the phone. Hang on one second. Hello?
Yeah.
No worries. Okay, so tell me. So you get to LA, and
I got to LA. I went to as soon as I got to LA, I went to recording school.
Oh, okay.
The LA recording workshop, and then like through that you get internships, whatever.
Sure.
So I worked at the record plant for like a year, and a lot of these studios, you start off as a runner, you got to get burgers for people, get whatever.
Right.
So I was doing that. I started at record plant and then switched over to NRG. That was just more conducive to what I was interested in. There was more bands and stuff, and that was right around the time when Jay and the guys were finishing up the Candy S album.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you've known him for quite a bit. I mean, that was in the late 90s.
Yeah, I mean, I think we met in 98, 99.
Okay. So that record was, but you didn't join the band until you guys reformed, right? Or like the band kind of started up again.
Right. I mean, I was in a band called Dead Z throughout most of that period. And, you know, we were sort of like, we were label mates on Elementary. And
that.
Oh yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, Lou just called me about it. He's like, you know, here's a logo that my friend just did, Sweet Pea. It's fucking awesome.
That's rad.
Yeah, it's so cool. You see that, Martin?
Yeah, it's awesome. I like it.
Yeah, he was just asking, like, well, what do you want to do with it? Do you want to make t-shirts? And my dad. I'm like, right now I'm doing an interview. I'll have to like call you back.
This is why, dude, I love Zoom and like the interviews like that come with this is just this total behind the curtain look at you guys, and like just like it's just so much more fun than sitting here and being like, so like I don't know. I dig it, and I appreciate it.
Cool. Yeah, no worries, man. Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys met back when you were recording the early Orgy records.
Yeah.
I gotta grab a poop bag for the dog real quick.
Okay. Yeah, I have no idea where that came from, but yeah. So wait, what was the question again? Like, yeah, Candy Ass.
Yeah, he said you guys were recording Candy Ass when you guys first met.
When he worked at the studio, yeah. And
sure.
Like getting into Dead Z, and I was playing. I played bass on the first Dead Z record.
Okay.
So like 6 or 7 songs on it anyway, and that's how we met Carly.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we were just kind of like running parallel for a bit, but we always talked about working together. And then when time came up to do this,
it just worked out.
Now we can't wait to finish this damn record, man, because you know we have like 3 records actually. Like we're ready.
You're ready.
It's all about vocals. It's all on my ass now. And it's like, now that we've been like working our ass off on the music, and I'm like just dead tired. We're like, okay, now it's time for vocals. It's all you now. You know.
Sure. So you guys get back together, or the band reforms in 2010.
Yeah.
You get CARLTON in the band, and then Martin, what you said you started or joined like a year or two, like around 2019. Like, how did you meet up with these guys? If you're in Hungary, do you move to Los Angeles? And how do you meet Jay? How do you meet CARLTON?
Hungry, and he was like hungry to get on some music. And what do we do? I met Martin through a friend of mine that I was working with, Taylor. Martin was his drummer. I mean, still is, you know, like whenever they do stuff together. But I was like, you know, Martin was so easy to work with, and I liked, you know, he's funny and like, you know, I don't know, he's a cool
You kind
guy.
of like my accent, so that's why I'm in the band, basically.
But you moved to LA just to be in LA and met Jay that way, or did you move there to, you know, work with Orgy? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So, but how did you find him online? Like, how did you guys like link up?
I started to work with various local artists, and that's how I met Taylor through a mutual friend. And Taylor was working with Jay on his record, so we met at the studio, at Jay's studio, and we started to create music together. I played drums. He really liked my drumming, and when Ryan, the previous drummer, decided to leave the band, Jay asked me to join and do the upcoming tour with them. That was in 2019, and I'm in the band ever since.
Oh wow, okay. So where were you? So where were you guys all like so you must have moved out here, done that tour, and then what? The pandemic hit and everything just kind of went to a halt.
After our last show at the Glow Theater, pretty much like a month after, and I lost all sorts of income, so I had to move back home in order not to create a huge debt for myself, you know, with a bunch of bills coming in and shit. So
sure.
I just had to wait out here until this whole craziness is going down so I can go back and pick up where I left off. So that's the plan.
Yeah. Was there like a bigger tour, like, or was that officially like the last date of the tour, and then it was okay, we're gonna work on a record? Like, what were you guys up to up until then?
Show. That was the Vampires Ball we did. That was the last show we did.
Okay. And then there was plans to keep.
Yeah, we'd already been working on the record, and that was just like a one-off show in LA.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then so how long? So the record's been going for a while. How did COVID? I mean, obviously now you're drummers in Hungary. Like, how did that kind of throw a wrench in this whole in the album process?
There's been like monkey wrenches after monkey wrenches. You know, like my kids being in like Zoom school and like, you know.
I know all about that, dude.
The first 2 weeks of that were literally me trying to figure out how to be in second grade and go like log onto her iPad and the school portals and all that stuff.
Oh my God, dude. Tell me about it. I have a kid in school. It's the same thing. I'm like, this is
I can
insane.
definitely pass the second grade. I know the curriculum. Like I got it. I think I got it down. I could probably test and do pretty well.
You go on that Jeff Foxworthy game show, probably. What's that one called?
Oh, are you smarter than a fifth grader?
Yeah. I haven't gotten to that level yet, but
he's got 3 more years to go on that one.
Jack's on the other hand, like I have nothing to do with this. So, like his stuff is way more advanced, and I'm just like, okay, now I do not remember any of that when I went to school. And then again, I didn't always, you know, yeah, never mind.
Sure.
Let's just say my attendance record wasn't always the best. So
So you guys are, so aside from Zoom school and everything else, I mean, obviously wrenches are thrown into this process.
Yeah.
Where like how far along were you on the record when this all kind of happened? Was there a totally different plan of attack?
There always is. I change the plan frequently. I'm like, look it, bro. I think we should go. Like, and I got it. I think in the last few weeks, I'm really honing in on like a certain kind of sound that I think is, and I think Carly likes it too. If I can talk Carly into liking some shit, like, you know, that he may not like, I don't know if he's feeling or not. I'll just get him to listen to it, and I'll be like, bro, I really think this is like, I'm pretty excited about this, you know. He's always excited about whatever like is different or whatever, and so
sometimes it throws me for a loop because he'll get into something that 2 months ago he was not into at all.
Yeah, that pisses him off. Are
you sure? I mean, I like it. It's cool, but what if 2 months from now you hate it and you want to totally 180 directions again? But that's all part of the Orgy thing anyway. So
sure. And when it comes to writing these songs and like the writing process now, I mean, were you able to get together in the studio? Like, are you sending parts over the internet at this point? Like, how did that all kind of happen?
We've done a little bit of that, but like, no, he He either comes here or I go to his place.
Jay and I live, you know, just a couple minutes apart. We're really close.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, so then you guys do a lot of
We broke COVID protocol, and yeah, just come on over, bro. Let's get this done. Going against the rules, and that's the way it is. Like,
there you go. There you go. So with Karma Kastles, like, was that a song that you guys had worked on together? And like, were you able to play on it, Martin? Like, how were you guys able to get the song kind of fully produced and put together?
Yeah, we also played this song live at the last few one-offs we did.
Okay.
So we started playing this song live to see how it feels, you know, and how people react. But I think everybody loved it. I think it's a banger.
Oh, dude, it is.
That was kind of the reason for putting that out first, because we already played it live, so that was, you know, one thing. And I don't know, like, so it's working out so far. I don't know, it's been released for 1 day, so we don't really know what the results are going to be like, but like,
it's been a work in progress for a while. That was one of the first ones that we started working on for the new record. And
yeah, I love the verses, and I love the verses, and I love, you know, like a lot of the music in the chorus, but like the chorus is like so hard to, it's a weird chorus to sing, so I don't know, but I just wanted to get that one out of the way for some reason. I think the stuff that we're doing now is a lot more, I want to say, like crazy but direct sounding, you know, like with not having to worry about, like, you know, everything being so perfect, you know, trying to do a lot of, like, you know, I don't know, garagey sounding sections in songs, you know, little breaks here and there. They kind of like, you know, I don't want to say like breakbeat, but like, you know, just weird little drops in songs and stuff like that. Like these new little ideas have been popping up, so we're just kind of rolling with them now, and it's getting really fun because you know, the new songs sound, you know.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a difference now, even from the way Karma sounds to the new stuff, even just we've done in the last couple of days.
Oh, really?
Sorry, I'm giving out dog treats.
It's all good, man. Well, so you guys are still, this record is still in a work in progress. It was just, we've been playing the song. We had this one song that felt really good. Let's record it and get it out. And now you're continuing on with the record.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. And like how about you, Martin? Are you able to kind of throw your hat in the ring, so to speak, when it comes to drum parts and stuff, or are these two have the guitar parts, send it over to you, you're like, okay, I have this idea, you send it back, and like, how is the songwriting process going on now that you're not
usually
around
the way
them?
it goes, since Jay is a multi-instrumentalist, he puts ideas under it already, you know, some drum loops, and so I know what the general vibe is, and he lets me to incorporate my own ideas if I have.
But he has refreshingly good ideas. I don't want to say for a drummer, like that's just the stupidest thing, but like he has really refreshing ideas. Like I really like, you know, he'll put turnarounds or dropouts in weird spots, and it's because he feels the music. So I feel really confident working with Martin in that sense, and I know Carly does too. But we need some titles for these damn songs, because then we would know what we were talking about right now. like this one that's like Orgy 5, 17, 15 something, you know, and it's like, sure, which one's that? But, yeah, I don't know. But that one's really good. That's a really good song. Like I'm gonna tell you the name of it. I have it here somewhere. It's like it's Orgy something. Dude, I'm gonna go ahead and can I play this on here?
Dude, you can do whatever you want.
Let's see, where's it? Like, let me see. I'll play a few seconds of it. Like, it's really heavy. It's cool.
This is amazing. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, it's like this one. It's called Orgy 7. Wait, what is it called? Yeah, 73195. Whatever this is. Let me see. Like, can you hear that?
No.
We could, and then it went down a little bit too low. We can't hear it.
Yeah, that's like an old mix of it, but like, yeah, you get the idea. Like, you know, so his ideas on that were really good when he was, you know, when we actually used to see Martin before he had to go back to like wherever, another universe. But he played some really good drum parts on that song, and the newer stuff too. He'll be able to, you know, knock out these drums pretty fast once he gets in town.
That's awesome.
Like I just need him for like the weekend, then I'm totally done with him after that until rehearsals. I just need you for 2 days hard, bro, and then, you know.
Well, the last like kind of collection of music you did was an EP, right? The one that you guys put out in 2015.
Yeah, something like that. Like, you know, this is gonna be a lot better. We're just gonna release a song, you know, and then another one, and then another one until it makes a record. You know, like there's just a bunch. There's a lot. And then we'll probably just do another record like behind that, or, you know, pull like a Kiss thing and do like a double live album. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Like a double record.
Well, when it comes to like music now, I mean, obviously back in 98 when you put out the first record to now, it's like you'd put out a single or whatever, radio pick it up, and then you'd put out the full record. Now it's like people are just putting out one song. Yeah. Do you feel like that's kind of more the formula now because people aren't like do you feel like if you put a whole record out, it's not going to be digested the same way as?
I mean, I do not have like, I'm as impatient as any 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old kid out there. Like, I mean, I do not have, and even if I love a song, I might get through 3/4 of it. Like, you know, I mean, you can play it again or move on to the next thing. It's like, I don't have a lot of patience for I don't know, you know, I want to hear more and more and more always, you know. So I think a lot of kids are like that. Yeah, my kids are like that. Maybe I learned from them. I don't know, but like they don't have time. They're like, London will come in while Carly and I are working on a song or something, and she'll go, oh, I really like that. And she's got, by the time I turn around to say thank you, she is out the door. You know, she'll come in my, you know, area and be like, I really like that one. I really like that one. I'll be like, oh, thanks, and she's gone.
You kind of use her as a gauge, like if she comes in and goes, you know what, Dad, I'm not feeling this. Are
yeah,
you like okay, delete?
Yeah, she's not bad.
She's in the room. That's a good sign if she comes in the room. Sometimes she'll just come in and be like, it's too loud, and shut the door.
Yeah, slam the door.
Really weird.
Yeah, she's almost 8, going on like 35. So.
Okay. Perfect demo then. I mean, that's the demo you're shooting for, right?
Oh, yeah, like if my kids give me like the stank eye on some shit, I'm like, oh god, maybe I should rethink this one. You know, like,
oh man. Well, I mean, coming off of that one show that you got to play, Martin, like, are you guys, I mean, things are looking to open up here, it looks like. I mean, there's festivals booked. I mean, Bonnaroo's supposed to happen. You've got, you know, Outside Lands, San Francisco, that's supposed to happen. Are you going to wait to put the record out, or are you guys itching to play live shows soon, or what are you thinking that way?
We're down for whatever. We're just going to do whatever we're told because it's time to like get out and play again, and it's time to finish this record, and we're just going to do it all. You know, however it lines up is however it lines up at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the record will get done as soon as it can, no matter what we're doing. So
Carly's in like 5 bands, Martin's in like 9 bands, and Nick's in a couple of bands, Creighton's, you know, definitely in a couple of bands, side projects and whatever else, and you know, nothing, it's just typical, you know, but like I'm only in 1 band and I don't see how they can do it.
Yeah, but you got 2 kids, that's like a bunch of kids.
Yeah, I got 2 kids too, man. That's like I can't imagine doing that plus everything else you've got going on.
I got 2 kids solo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, hats off to you, man.
I don't know. I can barely take care of a chihuahua. I don't know how
you do pretty well with Cleo, man. She you know, you're good dad to Cleo, so that's all that matters.
Wow, man. Well, like, much respect to that. I can't imagine having to do that and try to work and do everything else that you got going on. It sounds like you're helping produce like other people as well. You had a session earlier, or was that all for Orgy?
You know,
or
whenever I can, you know, squeeze some stuff into a remix, whatever, you know.
That's awesome.
Yeah, just I always want to do that, you know. And then, like, you know, when I'm supposed to be doing other things, like I'll like open up a session and do like a weird like trap beat or something like that, just to like offset everything. I don't know. It's just like something I want to do. I want to get famous on TikTok, like under like some weird name, like.
I was gonna ask, do you get hit up by people like in like younger generations that will be like, oh man, like, you know, because you guys were like doing like this industrial like electronic thing before it really kind of took off.
Yeah, I mean, no, younger people do not contact me for any reason whatsoever. But like, you know, I see enough of this TikTok shit going on, and it's funny. Like, you know, it just makes me laugh. But like, some of these beats are just like, you know, anything that'll inspire a dance, I'm gonna make 10 or 12 of those just to get it out there, just for fun. You know, I want to hear some of my beats on that TikTok. You know, it'll be fun. I mean, I'm definitely doing that, like, you know, on weekends or, you know, whenever I'm not doing this record or singing vocals. So, in case my dad's watching.
Dude, what do the vocals and lyrics come last after you and Carlton kind of put together the base of the song?
It really depends. There's no real formula. There probably should be. I don't know, you know.
Sure.
I'll write some stuff down, then I won't like it, and then, you know, Carly will come up with some stuff, and then we put that down and see how that goes. And, you know, last night we came up with some pretty good stuff, and I think that one's gonna be a keeper. You know, a lot of them I'll just sing something on and I'll be like, no way, that just sucks. Can't have that. So.
A lot of times the first thing he does is great, but then he'll like think about it, like, nah, you know.
Don't forget he's left-handed. I mean,
does that even become a problem? I wonder, especially now with everyone's got so much time on their hands. Like, oh, you don't obviously with two kids, but I was wondering, like, is it easy to overproduce something or keep overthinking it? Like, because you can just sit there and keep listening to it, and it's not like.
Why don't you ask the kitchen sink over there? I call Carly.
I do that. I do that regardless of.
But he's so good at it though. Like, I'm telling you,
whatever.
You can stack probably like 17. Get like, he probably has there's probably like a Guinness book in there somewhere, like, where how many guitar tracks can you stack on a song and get away with it, and it actually still works, which is incredible that he can do that. But I asked him like why he doesn't, like, bro, kitchen sink. Like, he throws everything with the kitchen sink in there, and he goes, you know, I always get his back because he's like, well, you know, it's better to need it, you know, to have it and not need it, than to need it and not. Yeah, exactly. Right. Whatever he just said. So yeah, and I'm like, okay.
20 guitar parts. So knowing that we only need like 4, we can weed those out.
But like 27. Yeah, but it's awesome, you know. And he's got a point to that. Like, if you, I don't know, you know, if you need it and you don't have it, then what the hell? You know, you got to go back to the drawing board. So he makes sure he gets it all in there.
Yeah, have it and then strip it back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like we only have 4 vocal tracks per song either.
Right. I mean, you know, gotta try stuff, bro.
But it works. You know, it works.
Well, dude, I love
guarantee that all these songs, like, we're definitely putting in the work. I will have at least, you know, I've sang at least 3 different versions to almost every song, probably. You know, like, it's annoying, but, you know, we want it to be good.
It'll be good.
We're having fun though.
I love that, and I love the new song. I think it's so good. It's definitely something that should be on the radio like now. So if it's not, then program directors around the world should be slapping themselves, because I think it's such a great song.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I can't wait to hear the rest of this. You know, what you guys have going on. I can't wait till Martin can get back in LA and you guys can finish this record, because I'm super excited to hear the rest of it.
Yeah, and to play it live.
Yeah, well, and thank you guys for taking time. I mean, to hang with me. I really, really appreciate it. This has been awesome. I do have one more question for you. I want to know if I can get a bit of advice for aspiring artists from everyone.
Do something else. No, I mean,
no.
Go for it. I'll let one of you guys take this one.
You better really want to do it, because there's systematically less and less money in it. But still fun.
Yeah, if money is not an option, I mean, literally, like, if you happen to have like a wealthy family or like a nice, trust account or something like that, like, cool. I'd say, have at it. Pick up the guitar or whatever you're gonna do. Throw down some stuff and see what you got. But like, it's you can't be hungry. You cannot be hungry. You cannot expect to make money at it. And if you lower your expectations a lot, like, not for your music, because that's got to be really good. So you got to like work really hard. But if you just lower your expectations about what you planned on, receiving out of music, if it's in the because it's in the financial department, forget it. Like,
But that being said,
I would tell an upcoming artist, invest in crypto. I don't know.
That being said, I think that more and more people should start attempting to get more out of music. And I feel like music's there's so many different things these days that can take away people's attention. And, I don't think that kids today don't get the benefit that music can bring that we all got growing up.
Sure. Especially with the TikToks of the world, right? I mean, these people are coming out with one song and it gets 20 million plays, and then they have nothing to follow back or follow it up with.
Mm-hmm.
How many views did you say?
I don't know, 20 million. I just made up a number.
I mean, if they get 20 million views, maybe they don't need anything to fall back on.
Well, you never know. I mean, you have 28 million plays on a song on Spotify, so
Nice.
20 million streams. What does that equate to? A couple grand?
I have like $5. I have no idea. I'm just saying, like, at least you've had the longevity of being, you guys have had careers for a while. It wasn't like one song and then you were gone. So that was kind of my point.
I don't think any of us started playing music because we wanted to get rich from it. It was a basic need to get out from our hearts,
Not me. I was going for the money. So.
What about the bling?
I was going for the money, bro. I want the chain. I want the fucking my old medallion right here, bro. And I'll be like, yeah. I'll feel like I made it.